Welcome back. Did you know that 6 to 9 million Americans are impacted by scoliosis? As a parent, when you hear that your child is one of them, what do you do? Well, to help us find out this morning is Dr. Lawrence Haber, the Chief of Pediatric Orthopedic and Spine Surgeon at Ochsner Hospital. Good morning.
Good morning, Malik. How are you?
Wonderful. Look at him, all impressive in this white coat. Thank you so much for talking about this because I know so many people with scoliosis, but the first thing you like to tell parents especially, not to panic. First, let's start with what is scoliosis?
So scoliosis is a curve in your spine. So it's a curve in your spine when you look at someone from the front or from the back.
Okay.
So some people will see someone whose spine is curved, they're kind of hunching over.
Yeah.
That's more what we call kyphosis, and this is scoliosis, which is different. Again, it's a curve from the front or the back.
Ah, so what causes scoliosis?
So that's a great question, right? So we don't know exactly what causes it. We do know that it's not from book bags or sports or any kind of activities like that, yoga, any of those sort of things. We know that it's genetic, so the kids that have scoliosis have inherited some changes in their DNA that allow them to get scoliosis. About half the time we'll see a family history, so another family member will have had it, but not always. There are maybe other factors. We know that in some populations that a lower vitamin D level will actually leave you more at risk to have a larger scoliosis.
Yeah.
So there's some other factors we don't know, but it's genetic, and then there's some other factors we'll probably learn more about in the future.
Are there any misconceptions? Because I know for me, especially if my posture's not up and I'm always leaning over, could that be something that can cause me to get scoliosis?
That's a great question. No, it really doesn't. And the question we get the most from parents is, are my kids' book bags causing their scoliosis? Right? Those things are heavy.
They are so heavy.
Yeah, but they don't cause scoliosis.
Very interesting. So let's go into now if we think we have scoliosis. How is it diagnosed?
So most children's pediatricians will screen them on yearly visits.
Oh, okay.
So especially when you get into those preteen and teen years when it's most prevalent, it's really important for the pediatricians to look at the kids. So if you're going to your pediatrician like you should, they may pick it up. Sometimes it's found on a sports physical.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Sometimes you've got asthma or something, you get an x-ray for something else and they'll see it on the x-ray. And then occasionally the kids will actually find it themselves or the parents will notice it, especially when it's swimsuit season around the summer.
Yeah, very interesting. Now, for people out there who do have scoliosis, how is it treated? I'm trying to sit up to make sure I look nice and good, right? How is it treated if you do have scoliosis?
So fortunately, although not 6 to 9 million people have scoliosis, very few cases need to be treated.
Wow.
Yeah. So the vast majority of people have small curves, their backs are normal, they have no limitations, they can do whatever they want.
So it's a condition you can live with?
Absolutely, and most people do. The vast majority of people either don't know they have it or it affects their lives not at all.
Very interesting. Now you all do something really cool at your hospital and you're going to show us basically what it is. Explain it, I'm excited.
Okay. Well, first of all, if curves are small, kind of 25 to 40 degrees, we start off bracing. And that's what all most children need is a brace. If the curves keep getting better and they get up into the 40 to 50 degree range, it's where you really start to notice the back looking twisted or curved.
Right.
Then people want to, then it's time to start thinking about treatments for it as far as surgery goes. If you come to us at Ochsner, the first thing that we do is an EOS X-ray, which is a special X-ray system that we have that's really designed for people with scoliosis. So we can do X-rays on these children with about 10% of the radiation that they normally get with X-rays, which is really important because these kids get a lot of repeated X-rays.
Right.
If you've got a larger curve, then the procedure we have done traditionally in the past is called a posterior spinal fusion. So posterior spinal fusion is similar to what this looks like, where we put screws and rods in the back and actually get the see that?
Oh, yeah.
So the idea of a fusion is the part that we're fusing, we're getting to grow together as one bone.
Very interesting.
So children will see X-rays and they'll say, so you're going to fix my back?
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking right now.
And I tell them, no, I'm going to fuse your back.
Ah.
Because we can make it look a lot better, but it's not going to move across those segments anymore.
Wow. And
So
this is a surgery that you all do?
We do them all the time. It's a very safe surgery, very effective surgery, very efficient surgery, but it's done through large incisions. And again, you lose motion across those areas. So even though we're very good at it and it works very well, we've been kind of looking for better options for the children.
Very interesting. Now, for people out there who are wondering, okay, I don't have scoliosis, but I don't want to develop it. What are some tips you can offer on how to not develop scoliosis?
So, first of all, there's not that much you can do personally to avoid it.
Oh, no.
Maybe keeping your vitamin D level up might help. We don't know. But because those outside factors don't matter much or don't affect it much, there's really not much that you can do. One thing that we're trying to do to help these kids have better lives when we do have to operate on them is instead of doing fusions, we've started doing vertebral body tethering. So we're the only hospital in the multi-state region that does this.
Okay.
And essentially, if you look at a spine, The top, each one of these vertebral bodies is like a can.
This is what it's supposed to look like?
It's supposed to be straight.
Okay.
The top of the can here is a growth plate, and the bottom of the can here is a growth plate. So what we're doing with these children now, and mostly through minimally invasive methods, so through incisions about that big, is we're going in and we're putting in screws like we did before, but instead of a metal rod like this, we're actually putting in a cord. So this is called a vertebral body tether.
So it's going to be that instead of that?
That instead of that.
And that doesn't look like that's as much pain as the rod.
Well, it's not, because we do it through such small incisions.
Ah.
And then the idea is that it's going to hold this side of the spine. So if the spine's curved this way, it's going to hold that spine and let growth actually correct the spine.
Ah, very interesting. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Go to Ochsner if you want this new way. Thank you so much, doctor, for joining us this morning. What a smart man. Do not forget to learn more about the pediatric orthopedic services provided by Ochsner Health Systems. You can log on to ochsner.org/services/pediatric-orthopedic. That website is on your screen right now because it is a mouthful.